Simone Jardim and Stefan Auvergne knocking off Andre Diescu and Maggie Remenzi as we take a look at the mixed doubles bracket presented by Vlasic. Jardim, Auvergne going up against Barr and Nunnery, and as you guys mentioned, 3 and 5 in the winners bracket final. Jardim and Auvergne looking fairly comfortable in that matchup.
Yeah, and one of the things that kind of discussed with Simone is she really enjoys playing on the left side. So the matchup with Auvergne, very, very comfortable now, and she feels like she can control everything with the female in front, and she's able to stay in that cross court with the guy when it gets into that dinking rally.
And Susannah, Barr, and Rob Nunnery, their opponents, obviously coming out of that consolation side of things. They have a lot of work ahead of them. They have to take the 2 out of 3 and then get a game to 15. But again, a partnership. They're very familiar with each other, are Nunnery and Barr. So we'll see what happens here on championship court in this gold medal mixed match.
Nunnery just captured a gold medal with Andre Diescu in the men's doubles gold medal match, trying to make it 2 on Championship Sunday as we get set here for the mixed doubles final here on Championship Court at the Boca Raton 2023 APP New York City Open.
We take a look at Rob Nunnery and Susannah Barr. They're going to have to really move Jardim and tot around, try to create some openings. You know, Nunnery, again, we talk about, he has that mid-pace speed up. He's able to change direction with it. Auvergne, at times, a little susceptible on the backhand side with the dink.
Couple more practice as we get set to go.
It was the first balls that Nunnery's hit. He was getting changed and relaxing in between the gold medal match from men's to now mixed.
What's it like to make that transition from men's doubles to mixed doubles?
Well, it's a different game totally, right? You're going from, obviously, men's doubles, it's going to be a little bit slower paced at times where you're methodically waiting out points. Mixed double is going to be kind of a combo of both, looking to attack mostly to start. You'll see a lot of attacks at the women, but again, trying to figure that out. But at this level, again, it's going to be methodical. You're going to see 2 teams with game plans coming in, trying to execute theirs, to make their opponents adjust to them.
Jardim already captured a gold medal today as well, winning the women's doubles alongside partner Paris Todd. 6th gold medal of the season in doubles for Simone Jardim as we are underway here in the mixed doubles gold medal match.
Game 1, time in. 0-0-2.
Barr comes up a little bit short.
Yeah, good spot there from Jardim. Going cross body on Barr a little bit. She tries to take that forehand slider across the body.
Barr and Nunnery earn the side out.
A nice return from Nunnery. Puts the pressure on Jardim, trying to hit that drop as she's falling back.
Can't quite make the dig.
0-1-2.
A big forehand from Nunnery, but it's just out.
Yeah, good pressure there. Steps up, takes that ball early, drives right at Jardim. Tries to come across and attack again, but it's a little late and that ball slides wide.
Wind seems to be starting to pick up too. We're seeing the tents blowing a little more. It almost looks to be in the face of Jardim and Auvergne right now.
What a shot by Nunnery to go backhand side down the line.
Nunnery apologized for it because I think he got it off of the frame of the paddle.
Yeah, he kissed the end of the paddle right after that point. Ooh, called for a service fault. Foot fault on the serve from Susannah Barr. Left foot.
Uncharacteristic mistake from Susannah Barr. Barr gets everything back with the last shot.
That's a good spot there from Jardim. She saw Barr slide to the right a little bit and opened up just enough hole in the middle that she can get her extended.
Big swing from Barr, but it's just wide.
Well, that was the issue right there. A little too big of a swing. She's going short court, trying to attack Auvergne. Pulls across the body, misses that one wide.
Oh, right at the feet of Auvergne.
She doesn't miss that one.
Nope.
Making in-game adjustments right there.
That drop sitting up just a little too high from Jardim. Oh.
Friendly net cord roll for Barr.
She's used to those ones.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
0-2-1.
Where the nickname came from.
Oh, the miss hit from Auvergne ends up working out right there, though.
Beautifully defensively placed, though.
0-2-2.
Again, another net ball.
She went twice cross court to Auvergne and clipped the tape both times.
1-2-2.
1-2-2. Barr, or Nunnery rather, finds some court.
And Nunnery's going to get all the credit for that put away right there, but Susannah Barr had Auvergne on strings. She had him outside the court on the backhand side.
Big swing there from Auvergne.
Yeah, good step over, good finish there from Auvergne. Nunnery's drop sitting up way too high.
2-2-1.
Wow. That's such a good third shot. I mean, that's that. We've talked about it before. Hybrid third shot drop, third shot drive, where so much pressure.
Right through the wicket goes Barr.
And then goes to that drop there where it leaves it up a little too high. It's when there's a slight hesitation in that drop is where we have the issue.
Pummeling Nunnery and Barr are Auvergne and Jardim.
Just swinging away.
Arms and legs going everywhere from Jardim and Auvergne.
4-2-2.
Just find some space inside the line. That was a fantastic forehand.
Yeah, good finish there down the line from Jardim. That was the spot she needed to go to as Barr pinched middle a little bit.
Oh.
Auvergne gets a little bit crossed up.
I think Jardim was there, but she was almost like, what just happened? She was worried about her partner more than she was the ball at that moment.
No crossing up Auvergne on that. Easy put away.
Yeah, good combo there from Auvergne. Rolls the first one to the feet of Barr and then gets that ball to pop up. Ooh.
Why is Auvergne getting so pinched in and crossing over and just tight in that body area?
Rushing. He's rushing to that spot. He wants to get ahead of it.
Uh-oh. Big time miscommunication there between Barr and Nunnery. Nunnery trying to move up to the kitchen line, thinking Barr was going to take that one.
5-3-1.
Right through the middle, Nunnery finds a hole.
Well, it's good spot right there from Nunnery as he had Auvergne pinching back to the sideline, and he just rolled middle.
Great defense, but it sails wide.
3-5-1.
A few too many balls up there for Auvergne and Jardim.
Second server.
That one didn't quite have the legs.
3-5-2.
Yeah, same ball.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. That's got to be the goal here for Barr and Nunnery, is to have Barr go hard to the backhand side of Auvergne, not even let him get to his forehand, and then hopefully he'll pop one of those up and Nunnery can get in there.
Oh, flips the tape. We are tied at 5 here in game 1.
5-5-2.
Nunnery overcooks the forehand.
We watched that winter bracket final. We weren't on the call because we weren't live yet, but we watched that, and it was Auvergne got really big in the middle. It looked like Barr and Nunnery went to the middle too much, and so now it looks like they've made a little bit of adjustment trying to go sideline to sideline here.
Dom, to your point, if the game plan for Barr and Nunnery is to attack the sidelines, how does Jardim and Auvergne make sure that they have that defended?
It's right now, Auvergne is the one struggling on the backhand side. Jardim can handle that. It's Auvergne right now, and the issue is that he's cross court from Barr, and she's kind of eating him up. Not saying switch it up, but maybe once, just to give a different look. Because Jardim's got so many weapons from her backhand side, right? She can cut that backhand, she can pull the trigger like she did right there. They both wanted to hit it. But it does go long.
Auvergne a little surprised that he missed that one as well.
5-5-1.
Well, as I didn't mean to, but it worked out. Oh, Nunnery paints the line.
I was looking down at his feet going, ooh, is he going to step in as he stepped back? But he didn't. He cleared both feet.
5-5-2.
Oh, just wide.
5-5-1.
Neither side giving an inch.
See, and what it's doing right now, because they're punishing the backhand of Auvergne, every time he dinks one back over, Jardim is backing up because he's leaving them high and he's got to play defense. It's leaving open too much court for them.
I think Auvern's ball was going out right there.
Too.
Nunnery
So
trying to come back hard to cover. Hit a ball that would have been deep.
Auvergne clips the top of the tape.
Chad, we didn't see much of them in Sacramento. Did you see and talk with Jardim about any of that, what the issue was where they went 2-2 in Sacramento, but what the difference was here this weekend?
Well, the part of it, and like I said at the beginning, Auvergne's a little susceptible on that backhand side, right? He has hesitation as far as the movement to the right. He gets crossed up. He never really gets that ball in front of him on the backhand side. Earlier on this week, they were more aggressive, and I think this is what they have to do here. They're allowing Nunnery and Barr to control the tempo of this. They're staying in these dinking rallies, and they're opening up the backhand side. They need to kind of find a way to put some pressure on and get out of this situation that they're in.
Auvergne and Jardim, rather, partnering first in Sacramento, did not play together in Cincinnati, back as partners here in New York City. So still a relatively new partnership, even though it's been better. Still working out the kinks, learning each other's tendencies. Another service error from Barr.
5-7-1.
Auvergne into the net once again.
5-7-2.
Wow.
Huge backswing right there. I know she's trying to get something on that, but it's sitting so high up, and Auvergne kept coming forward. All you got to do is get it at his feet.
6-7-2.
Barr misses just wide as Jardim and Auvergne have worked back to tie it at 7 here in game 1. Misplayed from Barr.
Yeah, Barr was about a foot away from the kitchen line there. You saw her look down at her feet after she missed that one, trying to take a ball out of the air. Tough to do when you're not all the way up at that kitchen line.
Yeah, a few unforced errors in a row there from Susannah Barr, and she's going to try and fix this as they call a timeout here. It was a 7-5 lead. Now that lead gone. It's a 1-point lead here for Jardim and Auvergne. Points more or less given to them to let them back in this, but even then, that's a momentum builder for Auvergne and Jardim as they move forward towards the end of game 1 here.
3-point run for Jardim and Auvergne as they are trying to close out game 1 here in the mixed doubles gold medal match at the Boca Raton APP New York City Open.
1 timeout remaining. Ball coming.
First to 11, win by 2.
You're also seeing, too, the pressure of Auvergne's serve. He hits a really big serve, and so he's putting a ton of pressure on both Nunnery and Barr.
Oh, miscommunication there again in the middle.
Big serves aren't something that we've talked a whole lot about this week. Get back to that in just a second. Nunnery finds some space at the feet of Jardim. What constitutes a big serve in pickleball?
Big, hard, fast, got some pace on it, and depth. Wow. Are you kidding me with the digs from Auvergne right there? My goodness.
Fantastic defense, but Nunnery was relentless.
8-9-1.
Jardim trying to get Auvergne fired up here too. Nunnery trying to get Barr fired up. I think that drive was going out, but Auvergne taking it up.
Barr and Nunnery have worked back. We are knotted up at 9.
Tweener. Oh.
Oh! Going for the big swing, caught a friendly net cord.
That's huge, too. If Auvergne puts that in the net, it's game point for Barr and Nunnery. Gets a little love off the tape.
And Auvergne just misses on a medium speed ball up the middle.
That's a patent shot for Rob Nunnery.
992.
Jardim pushes the forehand wide.
I mean, some great defense there. I think a bad decision from Nunnery in the middle of that point. Hit a ball up. He sped up both. He had Auvergne and Jardim back. He went to Jardim. The last place I want to go. You're the best defender, bar none, in the game, and get everything back over. You need to pressure Auvergne. He's the one making mistakes. He goes to Jardim. They do get away with it there and get that side out.
Another timeout taken here at 9-all in game number 1. In a game that has been so back and forth, how do you break the stalemate as you get closer and closer to game point?
Well, I think right now there's some communication issues on both sides between Barr and Nunnery and Jardim and Auvergne.
Timeouts.
You know, for Barr and Nunnery, they've got to isolate Auvergne. He's struggling a little bit for Jardim, and Auvergne, they have to isolate Barr.
Miss hit off the paddle of Auvergne. And that gives Barr and Nunnery game point. Oh, Nunnery got a little too greedy.
Here's that change we were talking about, putting Auvergne on the left now and keeping Jardim on the right. You force them to change that right now. But I like this change for Jardim and Auvergne.
Jardim puts it away. Why was that the right move?
Again, Auvergne struggling with the backhand. I know it puts his backhand in the middle, but you're protected by Jardim's backhand. If you put Auvergne on the other side.
Got to try to put that ball back into the kitchen, not speed it up right there. Good job staying in the point. Nunnery was throwing everything at them.
9-10-2.
So to your point, Dorian, why? Because if Auvergne is on the right, you can isolate his backhand. If he's on the left, his backhand is in the middle with Jardim's backhand, and it's stronger there.
Barr and Nunnery take game 1, 11-9. Close contest. We'll have game number 2 coming up next here on Championship Court. You're watching the Boca Raton APP New York City Open.
For just a little bit more, I can get you unlimited minutes, data, and text, 6 hotspots, concert coupons, cable subscription, dental cleanings.
We need all that?
Do we need all that?
I wouldn't think so. You should use Consumer Cellular. They have everything you need, nothing you don't.
I'll throw in this tiny little fan. Car wash voucher? Light up soap dispenser.
Think you lost. Get the exact same coverage as the nation's leading carriers. All the talk, text, and data you need, starting at $20. Consumer Cellular.
The APP is presented by
LS, Vlasic, Ruby Frost,
and Turvis.
Here's a look at the mixed doubles bracket presented by Vlasic, Jardim, and Auvergne. Coming through the winner's bracket, Barr and Nunnery. Coming through the back draw, had to go to the bronze medal match. Advancing into Championship Sunday and trying to force a double dip and potential championship tiebreaker. Nunnery, so good.
He plays so big. He can reach in and take this ball out of the air because he sees the hole and he knows if he lets that bounce, Jardim is going to recover.
Continuing to find space in the court with that backhand.
Well, and Barr finally got smaller and didn't get a huge backhand. That's why she was able to keep those in play. Early in game one, she got too big, made too many mistakes.
Leaves it a little short into the net.
Yeah, good move there from Auvergne. Jardim putting that drop down below the net. Barr trying to pick it up and keep it back, but feeds it right into the Auvergne forehand.
1-2-1.
Auvergne can't convert on the backhand down the line.
Well, that's even a tough around the post right there because it's his backhand. He's cutting through it. Ball's going to tail away from the sideline.
Ball missing just wide off of the paddle of Barr right there.
Are you kidding me with those overheads?
Almost got that second one back, too.
Okay, so we Diescu's wingspan and Barr's vertical in our APP combine testing. What a battle, and it's won by Barr.
I mean, that's methodical, going where you need to go to the Auvergne backhand. She flips one to Jardim and plays good defense on the speed up.
Right now, Barr and Nunnery just having their way with Jardim and Auvergne.
ISO pickleball. They're playing to Auvergne completely. Now Jardim's going to that right side.
Yeah, I mean, right now there's no rhythm, there's no continuity. When you're isolated and stuck, that any ball that's going onto, in reality, the side that's supposed to be strong and be the attacker, but it's the weaker side on that backhand side of the male.
I do like
very handicapped.
I do like this though, and that's why I was thinking. They went to it early, but then went away from it in game one, or went to it late, and now going to it here in game two, putting Jardim on that right side. She can protect the backhand of Auvergne in the middle with her backhand, because her backhand is so strong. So she can protect that. With Auvergne on the right, his backhand is completely on that sideline. If they hit to it, she can't do anything. So, again, we'll see what they do out of this timeout, if they're still going to stay in this stack and put Jardim on the right-hand side.
Both sides back on court with Barr and Nunnery up 5-1 here in game number 2. Pushed it just wide.
Five, two, two.
Tried the backhand flick and drove it just too hard.
Yeah, not enough roll on that one. A little too much wrist, just flicks that one out.
Nunnery drops it into the net.
I mean, that's a good point there for Auvergne and Jardim, considering they had a ball in the middle that should have been put away, and they worked their way out of it.
2-6-1.
Yeah, Auvergne's trying to press too much. He's anytime he's getting it on the forehand, even he's off balance, as you saw right there. A little too big of a swing, catching that ball late.
That time gets it through the middle.
Well, that's what we saw in that winter bracket final, is both Barr and Nunnery try and flip that middle shot, and Auvergne was there to clean that up.
Auvergne catches the net cord.
Hey, a little love off the tape. They're going to take it right now.
4-6-2.
Back-to-back points, make it 4-6-2. Huge swing on the overhead by the lefty.
Yeah, but the good thing there for Auvergne is that he didn't try to do too much with the backhand speed up. He rolled it, but it was slower. He missed one earlier, and by that change of pace, it created the pop-up.
Yeah, just got that elbow out in front and just leading with it. And the issue is paddle drags, and you go right into the net like that. And that's a nice run here for Jardim and Auvergne. And Chad, you pointed it out, the two speed ups on the backhand side from Auvergne. He's made an adjustment. and he rolled him at like 50, 60% and forced another ball hit, block up, and then put away.
Yeah. I mean, if you try to do too much there at times on the backhand side, even with a backhand roll, it has to be super exaggerated. You try to hit it too hard, and that ball's going to flatten out. You got to treat that backhand roll kind of as the setup ball.
You all have talked about where Auvergne can be susceptible, and it's easy to forget he just started playing pickleball in 2021 compared to a guy like Rob Nunnery, who's one of the OGs of the APP Tour, been in the sport a little bit longer. What's the ceiling for a player like Stefan Auvergne?
Well, I think, he's definitely got the power in the game on the forehand side. Once you can figure out the backhand side, then the ceiling goes up.
He's figured out the net court.
Yeah, it's twice, and again on point too, and they'll take it.
7-6-2.
Ball just dies off the paddle right there, Susannah Barr.
6-7-1.
Auvergne gets a ball up and able to put it away.
Yeah, Barr trying to do just a little too much there. She gets handcuffed and swings across.
7-2. Point.
Misplayed there from Auvergne.
Well, on the uncoil of the stack, Auvergne ripped his return,
7-7-2.
and he's late getting there. Ball skids on him on the drop.
Side out.
Now Barr can't handle the dig, so side out for Jardim. Auvergne 7s all here in game number 2. This one's been closely contested pretty much throughout. Oh, right into the chest of Auvergne goes Susannah Barr.
Center mass.
I don't know.
I think that's upper mass.
That ball was going to put a hole in the fence.
7-7-2.
Auvergne couldn't get out of the way of it.
Short serve.
Oh, and
Side
then
out.
shoulder sore.
I mean, Susannah Barr not intimidated by a taller player at the net. She lobbed Andre Diescu earlier this tournament. Won by Barr and Nunnery, and now Nunnery getting the crowd here at Championship Court into it.
That point should have been over for both sides at least 2 or 3 times throughout that point. Wow.
Timeout for Jardim and Auvergne. The level of play has stepped up over the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, and this is why a lot of our mixed doubles finals over this whole year have been some of our most exciting matches, is because of points just like that. We all thought that point was over about 5 or 6 times, and probably 3 times each for each side there. But again, Nunnery and Barr digging out of trouble and getting back in that point right there, and now taking a slight lead at 8-7 here in game 2.
Barr and Nunnery inching closer to double dipping Jardim and Auvergne. Took game 1 11-9, up 8-7 here after falling in the winner's bracket final.
You have 1 timeout remaining. Time in. 8-7-2.
8-7-2. Barr had it and just got a little bit out in front.
Yeah, I mean, spot right into the right armpit there. Barr gets on top of it, and as she hits out, the arm straightens and goes down.
Referee called the score wrong. It was 8-7-1. Now it's 8-7-2.
That's what I had written down. I just assumed I was wrong. So now it is officially a side out.
Well, in between there, whether to take that off the bounce or in the air.
Barr going right at Auvergne.
The issue that Auvern's having, too, is that he's reading the third, and he's just charging no matter what aimlessly. If he sees it's high, he's got to step back. He's an easy target coming up.
Nunnery just continuing to pound away.
I mean, you get paddles on it, but there's nothing else you can do when you're up there. I mean, it's kind of like being at the front of the cut and just taking 100-mile-an-hour fastballs into the chest. You might get a glove on a couple of them, but you're not going to succeed.
And it's more Nunnery hitting Auvern's paddle.
Yeah.
Barr and Nunnery now 9-7-1.
That's such a good adjustment by Auvergne in the second half of this second game, where he's taking something off that backhand roll.
So good.
And Nunnery caused just a little bit too much chaos on their side. He reached for a ball that he probably shouldn't have.
7-9-1.
A good drive there from Jardim. Again, going into the right armpit. That flattens out the paddle on Barr, and that ball sails.
So Barr and Nunnery call a timeout here, ahead 9-8 in game number 2, trying to double dip and force a championship tiebreaker. We've seen a lot of battles at the kitchen line, points that are very chaotic, very close. In those points, what's the difference maker?
Well, I mean, right now it's execution because, again, they're picking on the backhand of Auvergne. So Nunnery's pinching middle, looking to see what he can attack. If I'm Auvergne, I'd like to see him try and flatten a ball out down the line to Nunnery and see what he can do, because then that'll involve Jardim unless Nunnery goes flat back down the line. Nunnery gets to that ball, he's probably going to pull it cross court. It's going to involve Jardim a little more. So we'll see if he can make that adjustment. He's already made the adjustment on flipping that backhand middle at about 50-60%.
Out of the timeout, Jardim,
Time in.
8-9-1. Nunnery flips it into the net, and we are knotted up at 9.
Yeah, big ball there from Jardim. Nunnery trying to come over, be really aggressive in the middle, but Jardim puts a little bit more on that backhand dink. And then he's caught coming over, uncoiling from the stack.
10-9-1.
Game point, Jardim and Auvergne. Oh, it's just long, and game 2 goes to Jardim and Auvergne as they battle back. We are headed to a game 3 on championship court in the mixed doubles gold medal match. You're watching the Boca Raton APP New York City Open.
We all love pickleball because it's a sport you can play with the whole family, and now the little ones can play too. Introducing the Ben Johns Jr. paddle and the Megalodon paddle that both feature smaller grips, lightweight and durable construction, and a fun design that the kids are going to love.
Ah, retirement. It's not all one big vacation. It's great to find purpose by trying a new activity. Keep an active social life, but don't forget to make new friends too. As always, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Ah, isn't it wonderful to be retired?
Proud ambassador of Original Penguin.
Yeah.
Simone, Jardim, and Stefan Auvergne battled back to take Game 2 to send it to Game 3 here in the mixed doubles gold medal match. Should Jardim and Auvergne win, they win the gold medal. If Barr and Nunnery take Game 3, we are headed to a championship tiebreaker, 1st to 15, because of the fact that Jardim and Auvergne won in the winner's bracket final. So everything right now resting on Game 3 as we get set here in the Boca Raton APP New York City Open. It's been a fantastic championship Sunday from the Billie Jean King USTA National Tennis Center. And we are underway in Game 3.
I'm gonna call it right now that it's gonna be 11-9 for somebody.
For somebody.
That is some great analysis.
No, I'm just saying that it's going to be 11-9.
Again, we've had two 11-9s. Obviously, doesn't get any closer than that within two. And I agree, Chad. I do not see this one going any different. She waited on it. Like, it's almost like she hesitated. If she gets that ball out in front like she usually does, that's going to be really tough for Barr to defend.
Oh, too big of a swing there from Auvergne as he's coming across.
Nunnery with a sigh of relief is Susannah Barr, known somewhat for hitting a lot of out balls. I put that nicely. Barr was there, but couldn't quite paddle it up.
A good hands there from Auvergne. Gets tested again.
2-1-2.
Oh, it was there. She had him pinched middle, but again, if Barr gets that ball right there, she's going speeding up middle. That's not where she needs to go. She needs to go with the right foot of Auvergne with that speed up.
Can't get the roll as that catches the tape.
Yeah, Auvergne got stuck right there. Didn't move the feet. Just trying to fully outreach and outstretch.
Too big again there from Barr. If she gets the ball up, she's got to get on top of that. But the reason she doesn't is because of the big backswing.
2-2-2.
ball in the middle of that point that just caught the outside of the line. That was the difference maker.
Yeah, that was extremely tight right there. Auvergne going down the line behind Nunnery. But the spot there from Auvergne going crossbody on Nunnery was the difference. Didn't hit it hard, but it was all about the spot.
Barr can't get it back, so Jardim and Auvergne maybe with a little run here. Give himself some breathing room at 4-2-2. Right into the body of Auvergne.
Well, again, she made the adjustment. Instead of going middle down that line where he can extend, she went into the body where he's got to go backhand. Floater down the middle that I thought was going to go out off the paddle. And I think Auvergne and Jardim thought the same thing.
2 balls straight past Auvergne. Didn't even move the paddle off. Good spot from Barr.
So that's the issue too, Chad, when Barr hits that forehand too, is how flat it is. Because it's flat and hard. She doesn't get much topspin on it. So when she's successful, it's going to be on a ball up. She doesn't have a lot of success on balls that are low getting any topspin on.
Jardim and Auvergne take a timeout at 4-all. In a game 3 like this, where there's so much at stake in terms of potentially pushing to a championship tiebreaker, trying to win a gold medal, what are those checkpoints? And I know that's typically a 15 win by 2, but what are the markers in a game 3 that you're trying to get to?
Well, 6 is the first one because you want to get the end change on your terms. So it's always a positive because you'll change on your terms, and if you do, that means balls in your hand and you're serving still again to score. So I look at 6, 8, and 10 on a game to 11. 6, 8, and then again you get to 10 double digits. Now you're in the driver's seat.
Barr into the net.
Yeah, good exchange there. Auvergne fast on the forehand side.
4-4-2.
Auvergne almost got caught. Didn't move his feet, and then Nunnery speeding up flat-footed there. Didn't use the legs, just tried to go with a quick flick.
4-4-1.
Great timeout from Auvergne and Jardim, slowing the momentum down, getting that side out.
Oh.
Big swing from Auvergne, trying to poach. It's right into the net.
And right into
the mic.
the court mic.
Right in our ear in the court mic.
Susannah Barr is just so smooth.
I think she gets away with one in the middle, but I think only because she had Auvergne leaning so much on the backhand. He wasn't set, so she had a little bit more of an opening.
Second server. No, it's clearly in. It wasn't even that close.
A little bit of controversy as the line judge ruled it out.
Second server. Second server.
Yeah, let's redo it. Okay. Rob.
No, guys.
They will replay the point.
You're going to overrule the line judge to your detriment. Copy that.
So Auvergne is overruling the line judge. And it'll be a replay.
Detriment. Right.
Yes, yes.
Interesting call.
And that's a replay. It's not a point,
Right.
It's a replay.
4-4-2.
So still 4-4-2.
And it's 4-4-1.
4-4-1.
Hey, Here we go.
Yep.
Been a long day.
I was going off what the ref said. Don't look at me.
No.
Oh, I know you were.
They
I was
stopped
saying
the
you were
point
just repeating.
because
Yes.
That's just a little bit too fine.
Yeah, trying to keep it. Oh, trying to keep it from. And then all players joke around. Ball don't lie, as they say right there.
4-4-2.
So now what you're seeing is Nunnery's reading that Auvergne is trying to flip that at like 50, 60%. Well, it's not fast enough to get by Nunnery if he reads it.
And he's going to the same spot every time. It's okay if you speed up at that pace, but you have to change the spot.
Flip behind Nunnery now, right? You're saying, right? And he's not changing the spot. You hit that right on the head, Chad. And that, for everyone watching at home, you can reach in and get that, but what has Auvergne done a bunch? He's reached in to get it now and said, okay, 50, 60% is fine, but now he's going to the same spot, and Nunnery's just going, okay, thank you, where if Auvergne recognizes, he can go right past Nunnery on the backhand side.
We reach the end change here in Game 3 with Barr and Nunnery on top, 6-4, trying to force that championship tiebreaker. This has been such a battle. Neither team really able to pull away. What is this game going to come down to?
Well, real quick, to a point, too, is like what you and I are talking about, Chad, and you and I both coaches. You don't see that when you're playing. Right? Auvergne's not seeing that. Jardim's not seeing it because they're in the middle of a match. This is where coaching in pickleball is going to be next level. You're going to see so much more of it because as coaches, we can sit outside the court and we can see that during a timeout. We can help a person or a player with that, seeing that, and that's a huge difference too.
Long off the paddle of Auvergne, and now Barr and Nunnery starting to take control. They answer with a 5-0 run of their own.
Nunnery yelled at the ball, go out, after it went over his head because it looked like it thought it was going to drop.
Auvergne able to force a side out.
4-7-1.
Ball's just just sailed off the return. Nunnery trying to get over there as fast as he can. Oh, Jardim getting stuck with the feet.
Right through the wickets goes Nunnery.
Yeah, again, so this time speeds it up from a different side, but same spot. Nunnery just goes onto the forehand side.
Auvergne overcooks it just a bit and it sails long.
But now what we talked about, Chad, he's looking for it, but it's a little erratic.
8-5-1.
Two big misses there from Auvergne.
9-5-1, 1 minute.
Timeout here from Auvergne and Jardim, and like you said, Chad, two misses, two overhits there from Auvergne, and it's a 4-point lead here for Barr Nunnery.
Why do you have a tendency to overhit in pressure situations?
Trying to do too much. You don't want the ball to come back, so you try to hit it harder. You try to go for more, and then you end up getting bigger on the take back. sailing it, spraying it.
Micro changes yield macro results, both positive and negative.
Well, that's way too much thought process.
What is that, English?
Yeah. That master's education.
But that is no. That is right. So if we take it right, we take it from a pitching standpoint, right, where it's 60 feet 6 inches. If I adjust my release point an inch or my stride point an inch, by the time it gets 60 feet, it's a big difference. And it's the same out here. You're hitting a ball, okay, you're 30 plus feet.
I think Nunnery hits an out ball there too, but again, comes out on top of that.
Brings up match point. Barr and Nunnery have done it. They double dip Simone, Jardim, and Stefan.
No double dip yet.
They got to win the game 15 for it to be a double dip.
They dipped.
They dipped. Got a double.
Dip. We will play a championship tiebreaker next. First to 15, win by 2 to decide the mixed doubles gold medal match. We've got more from the Boca Raton APP New York City Open next.
The ATP is presented by USA Pickleball, Penguin, and Consumer Cellular.
We save time when we buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Which means more time
Wait, take a check.
Kyle, it's pickleball.
Every time.
002.
Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Ah, retirement. It's not all one big vacation. It's great to find purpose by trying a new activity. Keep an active social life, but don't forget to make new friends too. As always, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Ah, isn't it wonderful to be retired?
We save time when we buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Which means more time
Take a check.
Kyle, it's pickleball.
Every time.
002.
Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
The APP is presented by Yola, Franklin, Leo Rivet, and Pickleball United.
Hi, I'm Jade Mallard with APP. I'm standing in Central Park in the heart of New York City's pickleball community. City Pickle. Let's go see what all the buzz is about.
It's hard to imagine a more iconic location in New York City than Central Park, and Woolman Rink is so beautiful. I mean, you can see the skyline behind us, and we have 14 beautiful pickleball courts here, which is the largest pickleball offering in the Northeast.
Erica and I actually met in preschool, albeit our daughter's preschool. We've been friends now for 14 years, and we're frustrated by the fact that there aren't easy ways to play pickleball in New York. So we founded City Pickle to solve for that.
This installation here at Woolman Rink is many New Yorkers' first time to have access to pickleball courts, and they are so excited to be here to learn how to play pickleball, to take clinics, come to our open plays, have time to socialize with friends and family.
City Pickle has partnered with 9 different nonprofits in New York City to bring those different groups here to receive clinics and lessons and just to have fun.
We want to make sure that everyone has access to pickleball here in the city. So we want to make sure that everyone across all ages has that access and is able to come out here, learn the game, have some fun here at City Pickle.
I come with my friends, I brought my family out here, my roommates. It's really perfect for anyone, from big families to corporate events and small groups of friends.
City Pickle's vision is to put a paddle in the hand of every person living in a city. So we hope to have multiple locations across the United States, Canada, and maybe overseas to bring the joy and community to city dwellers everywhere.
I think that in 5 years, pickleball is going to be even bigger than it is today. I would love to just see the joy and the community of pickleball continue and touch many more people.
Arthur Ashe and the Billie Jean King USTA National Tennis Center, one of the most iconic places in all of New York. The other iconic place the pickleball could be taking place in New York? Let's check out Times Square.
Hey APP family, it's Jade Mallard and I'm here in the heart of Times Square. We're going to see how many New Yorkers know what this little guy is. Let's go find out.
Quiet on the set.
And who am I with right now?
Kayla.
Kayla, do you know what this is?
I would say like a wiffle ball.
Looks like a toy of some sort, maybe like a dog chew. I don't know.
A T-ball.
That's your best guess.
Yes.
It's a pickleball.
What is that? Excuse me, viewers. What is that? A pickleball?
I thought it was a wiffle ball.
Do you know what this is, Teddy?
A pickleball.
There we go. Next question. Have you ever played pickleball?
I think in high school.
That is a pickleball.
Have you played pickleball?
Oh yeah. It's one of my favorite things to do now.
It's a straight pickleball. Now I know now. Research.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
The Pro XR pickleball paddle answers the age-old question of how to get paddle speed and control with the same paddle and one grip, and this is it. Pro XR gives you more spin, greater control, and quicker reloads on every shot in the game because you always have that constant feel for that leverage and control and paddle speed that we're all looking for. Pro XR is the most revolutionary technology in pickleball.
Welcome back to Championship Court in the mixed doubles gold medal match as we are headed to a championship tiebreak. First to 15 win by 2. We ended up here because Susannah Barr and Rob Nunnery came out of the back draw, took 2 of 3 games against Simone, Jardim, and Stefan Auvergne, and now it's a winner take all. The first.
Already seen a little bit of a difference right there. Auvergne reset to Nunnery there instead of going hard cross court back to Barr. See if that's something that they talked about.
Auvergne able to put it away.
Well, part of the discussion during the break there was to try to get rid of Auvergne's backhand out of it, for him to run around the backhand, hit the forehand. Ooh.
Barr jumps it into the net.
Yeah, that has to be a roll with that one. Once there's some shape and there's some arc to the ball, as that ball starts tracking down, it then becomes top spin volley rather than hitting down on it.
Barr wins the battle.
Yeah, Barr's just going to keep going in that backhand cross court with Auvergne until she gets that ball to pop up.
He still hit the paddle. Nunnery hit Auvergne's paddle right there. Just didn't hit it in the sweet spot.
1-1-1. 1-1-1. Right into the body of Auvergne.
Jardim got that one just a little high on the cross court.
2-1-1.
Barr and Nunnery out to a roaring start here in the game to 15, up 3-1.
That's so pretty there from Jardim. And again, it's so easy to hit that ball long, but you just take something off, takes something off it and rolls it in the middle.
Nunnery leaves it short as Jardim and Auvergne force a side out.
1-3-1.
Forehand just clips the tape.
Yeah, caught it just a little late, flattened out on it. Trying to speed that up in the body of Barr.
Oh, what a forehand cross court.
So Jardim has Nunnery pinching middle, trying to protect Barr coming up on the uncoil of the stack, and it opens up that opposite sideline. She finds it perfectly.
Jardim wins the battle.
Again, that's the last spot. If I'm Barr Nunnery, I want to go is to Jardim. Go to Auvergne, keep him back. Jardim so good through that transition area, turning defense into offense.
Fighting over the ball, fighting over the ball in the middle right there.
3 straight points for Jardim and Auvergne. They're up 5-3-1. 4-3-2 rather.
Maybe going out there almost off the paddle of Barr, but it's so quick on Auvergne, he can't do anything but react to it. A nice step in right there from Barr, catching that ball out of the air and able to find just enough room in the middle.
Nunnery looking for the backhand, but can't quite get it across.
Yeah, I mean, that's the ball that he's looking for. Just kind of rush through it a little bit. Jardim putting that one just out of the reach of Nunnery. Tough to come over that far on the poach.
Susannah Barr trying to be just a bit too fine, looking for the aggressive dink.
Yeah, and she's trying to keep it nice and tight to the net so that Auvergne can't reach it and take it out of the air and use that roll to his advantage. Oh, nothing you can do right there. Both Barr and Nunnery were sitting on speed, and then it just pops up and over. They just watch it go up and over their paddle.
6-4-1.
6-4-1 after the net cord. Jardim just a bit short off the back foot.
Yeah, tough. She was pinned all the way back behind the baseline there. Same thing. Good counter from Barr.
4-6-1.
Great placement there from
And
Barr.
that's learning on the job, right? Where Barr has been burnt by Auvergne when he speeds up and she tries to go middle because he's sitting there. Now she goes back left hip or right hip on him and gets him. Such good pressure there from Auvergne, just never allowing Barr to get up after any of her drops. He takes every one of those out of the air and just keeps her back.
5-6-2. Yes, you are good. I'll recall. 5-6-2.
5-6-2.
Good spin
there from Barr.
Yeah, good spin there from Jardim. Kicked up into Barr a little bit there at the baseline.
Get Jardim and Auvergne back on serve. Auvergne finds the feet of Barr.
Yeah, and that time Auvern's speed up is a little more elevated, and it's right over the shoulder. If Nunnery's not perfect on that forehand side where he had to go backhand side there.
Great angle from Barr.
I mean,
how do you hit that?
But it just sat there.
Yeah.
Like there was no pace on it. There was no. So there's no point in speeding that ball up.
No, he's going to get in trouble when he speeds that up because it's we're saying speed up. It's really not speed. There's nothing on it.
No, it's tough on the backhand side because there's no power behind it. There's just reach.
Auvergne able to find the corner there.
5-7-2.
Not the right spot there for Barr. She thought she had an opening for a split second. It wasn't there, but she was already committed to the middle. And Jardim and Auvergne 1 point away from that first checkpoint. We talk about 8 and an end change.
Tried to speed it up.
I like the read because Barr really hasn't flattened much out to Jardim right there. She's really focused on Auvergne. Jardim steps over in the middle. She's about a half step behind that. The scream out of Jardim telling him, no, don't hit that.
So Jardim and Auvergne at the end change, up 8-5 here in the championship tiebreaker. First to 15, win by 2. Dom, Chad, what are your takeaways from the championship tiebreaker so far?
Well, I mean, positive side on the Auvergne and Jardim side is Auvergne starting to move his feet a little bit more in that backhand cross-court dink. He was getting really stuck games in the first 2 out of 3 where Ori was hitting with a crossover. This time he's starting to move it a little bit, but choosing better spots, taking a little bit more control than previously.
Yeah, and he's also resetting a little bit more. He'll go 1 or 2 cross-court. He'll reset to Nunnery, keep him honest, and what that does is that involves Jardim a little more. What I'd like to see from Barr and Nunnery is continued go to that backhand of Auvergne, see if they can open up some holes right there, because that's what got them here in this game to 15 and won that 2 out of 3.
The crowd getting into it here at Championship Court in our final gold medal match of the day. How did Nunnery even get that ball?
He's got roller skates on.
Great gets all around, but it was all Jardim and Auvergne. Off the tape. Nothing that Susannah Barr could do. She was sitting there on it, but a little bit of clip on the top of the tape. Throws it off just enough.
10-5-2. Jardim and Auvergne at that second checkpoint, first to double digits.
Oh, Jardim caught that one late. Good attack from Nunnery there. So he came across.
Forces a side out, but Barr and Nunnery trailing by 5. Flips the top of the tape.
She had it. She was in control, was Barr that whole time, and she had Auvergne almost 2 feet out of bounds, but then tried to change it up, go middle.
Now Auvergne tries to cut it a little bit too fine.
Yeah, just catches that one too late, too close to the body. Ends up cutting across.
6-10-2.
Yeah,
beautifully placed.
Smart from Jardim. If she had to hit that ball any harder, Nunnery would have been there and had that full poach. But she just bumps it over, forces Nunnery to have to hit up on it.
10-6-1. Auvergne just overcooks it and sends it a bit long.
Tries a two-handed backhand there. We haven't seen much of that from Auvergne.
Oh, wow. Miscommunication on both sides. Miscommunication between Jardim and Auvergne, and then Nunnery and Barr just stand there, watch it go through the middle.
They need to fix something here as down by 5. Just reaching a little, reaching just a little too much right there.
Well, the other thing too, she switched it all of a sudden. She's going straight ahead to Jardim, and then she tries to change direction, and that gets her kind of locked up on that backhand side. They've been having success going at the backhand of Auvergne.
It's a quick side out for Jardim and Auvergne. Smart move by Nunnery to go into the body.
Well, yeah, again, he's got Auvergne, who's just erratically coming forward. I just don't understand why you want to crash that hard on a high ball. Now that ball was much better to come in on because he sees it's going to bounce. He's continuing to come in on balls that are high, and that's where he's getting punished.
6-11-1.
That's where he got stuck again. Feet didn't move.
7-11-1.
The ball goes wide.
Jardim able to win it, finally puts it away.
And Barr tried to come over and poach there in front of Nunnery.
Come on from Jardim.
Well, it's such a good step in the middle from Jardim, and again, she's reading that ball, and she's waiting for the high one where she can step in and take over, and she does. Wouldn't mind seeing Barr go across court to Auvergne a couple times and then just flip one flat down the line just to keep Jardim honest.
Not able to pull away yet.
11-7-2.
11-7-2. Jardim from her seat. Nunnery goes back. Immediately apologizes. Everyone's okay. Another chaotic point.
I think Jardim would have reset the ball better than Auvergne did when he stepped in front of her. She was ready. She paddle was up, everything from her backside.
Excellent get from Nunnery. But Barr just leaving that ball a little too high right here.
7-11-2.
Jardim and Auvergne have not been able to extend their lead, but they are playing defense, keeping it at 11-7. Back on serve, trying to be the first to 15 here in this championship tiebreaker. And Barr and Nunnery, they want a timeout.
Yeah, good timeout here after they failed to score a couple times on serve, and now they're going to take a timeout, regroup, try and get this side out back. But again, every time they get it back, they're struggling to score and put any points on the board here and chip away at that lead.
Why are Barr and Nunnery struggling to score right now?
There's some miscommunication. There's a little bit of uncertainty on their side right now. That perhaps a little bit of trust in some of those middle balls going through.
Yeah, that miscommunication, I think, is the biggest thing for them.
15 seconds.
A highly competitive mixed doubles gold medal match here to close out the Boca Raton APP New York City Open. This one has lived up to the billing between Susannah Barr and Rob Nunnery and Simone Jardim and Stefan Auvergne. Barr and Nunnery back, air into the net.
Beautiful lob from Jardim that set up that whole point and putting them on offense.
Nunnery going right at the feet of Jardim.
Yeah, that drop from Auvergne sitting up a little too high, tries to lift it too much.
Jardim misses the forehand, so Barr and Nunnery able to force a side out. Trailing by 5, 7-12-1.
7-12-1.
Nunnery wins the hands battle.
Finally coming out on top of one of those. They haven't in a while, and finally gets them back on the board.
Oh, the touch from Jardim just pulls the string.
Yeah, slight hesitation there from Barr as well. Jardim recognizing it. Yeah, good spot there from Nunnery. Going crossbody on Auvergne.
Nunnery tried to speed it up. A little bit too big.
He's on it right there, reading the speed up, but like you just said, Dorian, got a little too big.
12-9-1.
12-9-1. Into the body of Jardim again.
Biggest issue I'm seeing is it's the footwork right now of Auvergne. Just very complacent with where he's at, not getting those feet out of the way of the ball when the ball's hit at him.
Oh, that ball's in.
Finally, Nunnery able to put it away.
All right, again, the ball from Barr is going through the fence in the back.
Wailing away at the kitchen line. Barr and Nunnery with the side out.
I think that ball may have kicked up off of the net court and gone out there as well.
9-12-2.
So
caught leaning.
that's that pattern we talked about where I think they're going to find more success being Barr and Nunnery is if they go 2-3 to Auvergne, go once to Jardim, and then 2 Nunnery, and then he's the one speeding it up.
Out ball's hit all the way around that.
Pressure ratcheting up here on championship court. 12-10 in this championship tiebreaker. Auvergne can't handle the dig.
I think if Auvergne and Jardim don't score here, then it's going to be very, very tough. Barr and Nunnery continuing some momentum run. Yeah.
Oh, and Nunnery with the Ernie.
He cleared it. I thought I heard his paddle hit the post. I heard 2 clack, clack, like quick. I thought he clipped the post, but then it looked like in the
10-12-1.
yeah, in the
Spot to try that. Barr leaves it up, and Auvergne puts it away.
And Nunnery trying to tell Barr to let that one go as well. Good ball there.
The paddle.
Referee timeout.
Turn the lights on.
we haven't even talked about it yet. The shadow's on half the court right now. Usually we're quicker with that.
The shadows are starting to creep here on championship court as they move from right to left in the shadow of Arthur Ashe Court here at the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center.
players have requested for the lights to be turned on, as half the court's in shadows, half is not. We're at 12-10, game to 15.
I don't even know if they can turn the lights on.
It's going to take a couple of minutes for them to warm up and come on.
Oh, no, they'll come on. They'll come on straight away. It's just I don't think they have access to turn the lights on.
They've been on.
Really?
Yeah, they were on the other night.
But when does that determination get made is the question. Or if they're on a
Sunday.
timer.
It's Sunday. We're supposed to be finished earlier today.
So we'll see here. As we have all the people in charge on the sideline right now. We have Ken Herman, Mike Polinsky, Byron Fresso on the sideline, trying to get this taken care of.
So Barr has requested that the lights come on here on Championship Court in this 1-15 championship tiebreaker, as she and Rob Nunnery trail Simone, Jardim, and Stefan Auvergne 12-10. And this, in effect, functions as a timeout.
No, absolutely it does. And again, we talk about those timeouts in the middle of matches, whether it's injury or lighting requests or anything for that matter, rain delays. We've had plenty of those and have dealt with plenty of those. We had about 17 of them, I think, Chad, didn't we, in Cincinnati?
Oh my gosh.
We went from outside to inside, back to outside.
Dry the courts. Courts are dry. 2 balls. Courts wet.
So we deal with all of it around here.
We are working to find out what is going on with the lights, as they appear to be off the moment. As play is stalled here on Championship Court. DJ work in the crowd. We're going to step away as we get the lights turned on here on Championship Court. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the conclusion of the championship tiebreaker when we return here at the Boca Raton APP New York City Open.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
Cry.
return to play here on Championship Court in the championship tiebreaker of the mixed doubles gold medal match. Jardim Auvergne on serve. Jardim wasting no time, going right back up the middle.
Yeah, good work there from Barr, but again, on the speed up, it's Jardim pinching so hard in the middle, she's able to reach in and take that.
Barr with a little extra behind that.
Yeah, nice forehand there. Good setup on the lob from Barr.
13-10-2. 13-10-2. Just inside the corner with a big yeah from Rob Nunnery.
Where did that come? That was a different shot. Two-hander, rolls this back cross-court corner. That's a gutsy shot at 13-10.
Barr just short into the net.
10-13-2.
Jardim able to win the battle, goes at the feet of Nunnery and earns the side out.
Yeah, big hold there for Auvergne and Jardim.
Barr wins the battle.
Feeds it right into the backhand of Barr.
In the middle of that point, did you see Susannah Barr almost catch a ball in her paddle and highlight it back? On a perfect speed up from Jardim. I thought it was a winner.
Oh.
Barr and Nunnery absolutely willing themselves to stay alive in this tiebreaker.
He won't take one out of the air. He doesn't want
No,
to.
Auvergne running all the way back off the court there, letting that ball bounce.
Yeah, it's just he's not trusting his feet. His footwork isn't there at the moment because, again, he's worried about getting jammed up. But, again, he's almost getting himself jammed up by not holding that line and taking that ball out of the air. When you're as tall as he is and Barr's taking more balls out of the air and pushing you off the line, he's got to stay strong there and just take that back out of the air as well.
Jardim and Auvergne just 2 points away from winning the championship, but the longer this goes on and they can't close it out, how much does that favor Barr and Nunnery?
Well, look what happened
A
in
lot.
men's singles, right?
A lot.
You keep fighting off, and look what happened. William Sobek came away with gold. You just give your opponent that much more ammunition.
Barr and Nunnery get one back, trailing by 2.
Ammunition, otherwise known as confidence. And that's exactly what Nunnery has right now after that point.
goodness.
How's getting those back?
If you're Jardim and Auvergne, a confident Nunnery and Susannah Barr is not what you want when you're trying to close out a championship.
12-13-1, 1 minute.
I'll tell you what, these teams are utilizing timeouts because I think that's the last one for both sides, if I'm not correct.
I believe that Barr and Nunnery have one more.
They each get 4. It seems like we've had timeout after timeout here, but we did have one on the end change as well.
And then we had the lights.
Yes, and then the light timeout. This will be the last timeout, I believe, for Jardim and Auvergne.
Yes.
12-13 on 1 when we come back and play.
All you need to do is look at the body language of the two sides. Nunnery and Barr, despite being down a point, look very relaxed, and all of a sudden, Jardim, Auvergne, a little bit tense. Called out, and the call stands.
Second server.
Nunnery cannot believe it.
All right, so it's second server.
Here we go. 12-13-2.
Almost looked like Nunnery hit that off his chest anyway. Just getting pushed further and further and further off the court is Auvergne.
The error ties things up, 13-13 here in the championship tiebreak. Oh, Nunnery drops it into the net, and he knows he missed a golden opportunity.
I don't know.
Well, he also hit an out ball because that ball was coming off Simone's paddle very hard.
That's the one they let go. Barr and Nunnery have hit balls that would have cleared the scoreboard and the Jumbotron behind the court, and that's the one they let go. Goes out by like 1.5 feet.
13-13-2.
13-13-2. And Jardim brings her and Auvergne to championship point.
Oh. Drive that ball. That ball's sitting up and it's short, and Auvergne goes for the drop and leaves it.
I don't understand why I didn't drive it. His drive's been great today.
13-14-1.
Look at how far back he is off of the court. Jardim's having to go all the way into the middle.
And Nunnery got away with one too. He hit an out ball in the middle of that point that would have ended up.
Barr's forehand makes it 14-14.
Nunnery let it go, and he looks at Jardim and Auvergne going, I was hoping it was out.
14-14-2.
Barr puts it away. And that now brings Barr and Nunnery to championship point.
After they fought off one on the other side.
Jardim just broke a paddle.
14-2.
The best Barr Nunnery, Susannah Barr and Rob Nunnery, come all the way back to win the mixed doubles gold medal here at the Boca Raton APP New York City Open.
Wow, that's another double dip here on championship court. First one we saw was in men's singles earlier, Chad. This one in mixed doubles.
Yeah, I mean, Barr and Nunnery just too strong, isolating the backhand side of Auvergne, and then Jardim stepping over to try to take middle. Ends up putting herself into a bad position. A big-time adjustment from Friday, change of game plan.
And you said it, though, at the end. Jardim looked over at the ref. Her paddle broke. And so didn't have another paddle. The ref offered and asked. She didn't. And game goes to Barr and Nunnery 16-14. We'll take a quick commercial break when we come back here at the Boca Raton APP New York City Open.
We save time when we buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Which means more time
Take a check.
Kyle, it's pickleball.
Every time.
002. Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
The APP is presented by Franklin, Pickleball Magazine, and Level Up.
And here we have the Boca Raton championship point here for mixed doubles in the final match here at the Boca Raton APP New York City Open, Chad.
Yeah, Jardim just missing that overhead, spraying that one deep. Good fight from Nunnery and Barr. Never gave up after being behind down the final stretch.
They battle back and double dip here on championship court, and we are courtside with Dorian Kraft as our gold and silver medalists.
That was an absolute battle. Everybody give it up for the gold medalists in the mixed doubles final, Rob Nunnery and Susannah Barr. And we will get to you all in just 1 second as we go ahead and speak to Stefan Auvergne and Simone Jardim. Guys, that was a heck of a fight that you put up. What was the biggest difference in game number 2 where you guys came out and really took control?
I think we started getting in a positive groove and a good mindset. So we were able to change the course of the match and get the second set. So we were hoping to continue that into the rest of the match, but they fought hard and they got us back.
Still a fairly new partnership. Simone, where do you think you and Stefan have really grown over the course of this tournament?
Well, we just played, honestly, like the last one, I pretty much,
had to go to the bathroom most of the tournament, so we didn't play. This one, unfortunately, I couldn't perform. I mean, they played a lot better than us, and I wasn't even close to their level. So they are just better. I mean, honestly, they dominated. So that's it.
I always appreciate your honesty, Simone. Everyone give it up for Simone, Jardim, and Stefan Auvergne. Ken Herman with the silver medals. It's now time for the gold medal interview powered by Franklin. Rob, Susannah, you guys had to come all the way back. Backdrop, bronze medal match, double dip today. What was the strategy difference between the winner's bracket final and championship Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, these guys played unbelievable all week. They absolutely smoked us in the winner's bracket final. So we knew we had our work cut out for us today. I mean, Simone's the best there's ever been on the female side, right? Stefan's incredible at mix. Big drives, great crashing, fast hands. We just knew we had to be solid and just try to execute a little bit better today. And Simone said we dominated. We did not dominate. That was a lot of chaos, but it was I had so much fun out here, and just so blessed to play with Susannah. So great job, guys. Good playing, and thank you, Susannah.
Well, we all had fun watching you, Susannah, in a match like this where it's grinded out every single point. How did you and Rob stay mentally locked in through the course of this match?
Yeah, I mean, we've just really improved on our communication and our partnership. And I just want to say thank you to the great crowd from New York. So that was super fun to have a lot of people out here supporting us. And I think that helped us stay in the game as well.
Well, congratulations, guys. It is time for your gold medals. Everybody give it up one more time for mixed doubles gold medalists here at the Boca Raton APP New York City Open.
Well, Chad, there you have it. Your gold medalists here in mixed doubles. Susannah Barr and Rob Nunnery double dipping Simone Jardim and Stefan Auvergne.